Are you using AI tools for project management? In this video, we are going to go head-to-head with ChatGPT and Bing Chat to find out which one does a better job at project risk management. So if you're new to using AI tools for project management, this video is for you. So let's jump in. And the fundamental question in this video is understanding which of these tools can help us with risk management, and more specifically, the identification of risk. This could be very helpful at improving our success rates, especially at the beginning of a project when we're doing project planning. So we're going to go through different types of projects and looking at the responses from these two tools, comparing, contrasting, pros and cons. We're going to look at software development, system implementations, data security, engineering related projects, and concluding with healthcare, mechanical related project. So the first question that was asked of these two tools is, what are the top 5 project risks associated with a mobile banking app? So we're pretending that we want to develop a mobile banking app for our financial institution, and these are the responses. We're not going to go into the details. The point of this video is to highlight the general responses from these two tools and help make a determination of which one could be more useful to helping our project teams identify risks. So with this, for ChatGPT, does a good job of identifying key risk areas. And particularly, and you'll see this again and again, I really like the fact that it highlights mitigation strategies. So it's not merely identifying the risks themselves, but also identifying potential mitigation approaches to get the team thinking about how to address these types of risks. Bing Chat, on the other hand, it does a good job in this case of explaining the details of the risk. And you'll see in other responses, it then provides sources for how to get more information. So first question, ChatGPT provides the risk categories and starts providing mitigation information. Bing Chat provides maybe more detailed responses related to certain types of risks. This next one is related to an ERP system implementation. Now, ERP implementations are massive. They can cost tens of millions of dollars potentially, and they're known for having a lot of risks. So based on that background, I was actually very surprised to see a very small, short response from Bing Chat. I would say in this case, Bing Chat just failed this question. There's so much information out there, a lot of case studies. I was quite surprised that although it identified some of the risks, it provided little to no information. Although to its credit, and you'll see this in other questions, there's a number of resources that it provides. So that part is good if you want to drill into more detail. I mean, even common ERP implementation risk factors, I would have expected Bing Chat to provide a little more substance with the response. Now with on the ChatGPT side, on the left-hand side, again, this is gonna be consistent throughout this video. It provides key categories of risk and actually provides additional details. So it's not just a technical risk, but it identifies a number of areas that would fall under the category of technical risks. So really, even though the question was, what are the top 5 project risks, you're actually probably identifying 15, 20 or more risk areas worth looking into. And so with this, we see the mitigating strategies, but you could also consider these or look at these as potential triggers, risk triggers, things that could cause this risk to become an issue. So I find that to be particularly helpful. In this case, ChatGPT does a far better job than Bing Chat. Okay, so next question. So we looked at a complex system implementation. I thought I'd give it a more simple system implementation. Microsoft Teams, very common. Lots of organizations have already implemented it. I thought let's look at a more simple system implementation and see how the responses compare. So again, you're going to find that there's common categories with ChatGPT, technical. In this case, they mentioned adoption risk, security, integration, governance. A little bit of difference, but technical came in previously as well. And so, solid answer for ChatGPT. There's definitely more variety with the Bing Chat response. Very specific. So that was an observation, and I'll summarize that at the end. Maybe more technical detail with Bing Chat. So you've got the general, bigger level risk categories with ChatGPT, and then you've got maybe some specific items that the team could look into. Okay, so then we have a question around the top 4 risks for implementing a data protection framework. So this is not system related, it's not software development related, it is more process related, although it deals with data. And in this case, we're asking for the top 4 risks. Wanted to mix it up a little bit. With ChatGPT, again, good explanations of the general risk categories associated. It understands the context of what a data protection framework is supposed to do. I feel like if I'm reading this for the first time, this is going to help orient me and my team to developing the initial risk log. So in this case, I felt like for Bing Chat, it missed the mark with some of these responses. So it certainly highlighted, a data breach is a result of not having a good data protection framework in place, but it's really not a risk of doing the project. It's really a risk to the business by not having the data protection framework. So of all the questions that were asked, I felt that this was the one area where the quality of the answers was subpar, and I think Bing Chat just missed it on this one. There is, insufficient training, inadequate risk assessment, lack of compliance. Yeah, I mean, some of those could be project. I think the training could be a project risk to be looking out for. But I felt like of all the responses, this was the one where Bing Chat just simply missed the mark. So now we're going to shift from system related, software development related to more of an engineering set of questions. We've got 2. They're both related to drones or unmanned aerial vehicles, UAVs. This one is related to the top 5 risks associated with a UAV camera motion sensing project. Okay, so you don't need to know the details of what a camera motion sensing device is, but the key here is that it understood the context and how well did these 2 tools provide a response. And again, you can see that ChatGPT does a great job of providing key categories of risks. It understands the acronyms. It is even spelled out what a UAV. It mentioned an unmanned aerial vehicle. That was not specified in the question. It was given the acronym. And it understood what a camera motion sensing device is supposed to do. So I felt like it's a good set of responses. Again, good explanations. In addition to that, one of the things I was identifying with ChatGPT is the ease of understanding the responses. And this is really important when communicating back to senior leadership. Easy to understand language, and I'll highlight that on the next one. That's engineering based as well. This is one of the ongoing challenges with project management, especially things that are very technical in nature, is being able to communicate technical details in a business language or in an easy to understand way to those that are not familiar with the technical points. ChatGPT does a nice job of laying out key information about common risks, risk categories in an easy to understand way. Bing Chat does provide some very specific technical responses. We've seen this, and this is a trend on the Bing Chat side. Again, it's brief. However, these are some technical areas that a project team may want to pay attention to as it relates to the subject matter area. So this question is another engineering-based question. In this case, it's related to ultra-long endurance UAVs. Just wanted to throw another technical question at the two. As has been noted, I felt like I got very solid answers with good explanations from ChatGPT. Bing Chat provides a different variety of responses. Now, not the same depth, but it does provide some technical factors that ChatGPT didn't come up with. And it's got the additional context. There may be some technical details, maybe articles, journals in the source section below. And so I think this complements the responses to ChatGPT. Bing Chat, a little bit short, but technical and provides good variety. This is our final question for this video related to healthcare operations. Just wanted to get a variety of responses across the board. And with both of these tools, they both provide good responses. There's a good summary of the risk. Bing Chat does a better job maybe at looking at some technical components of replacing an air handling unit at a hospital, but both provide a good, solid answer, and then Bing Chat provides good responses. Okay, so we've reviewed a number of different types of projects. We've seen a variety of answers from both tools, and let's go ahead and summarize the results. So in terms of ease of use, both of them are easy to use. You can type in your question, you can go to the respective websites, type in the question, you'll get a response relatively quickly. You can even add additional components like displayed in a tabular format. So the tools are capable of that. So both easy to use. In terms of quality of answers, I was very satisfied with ChatGPT. I did comment that one of the questions I just felt that Bing Chat missed the mark. In general, it was on point, but ChatGPT just did a better job with the overall quality of answers. In terms of the depth of response, again, ChatGPT solid. I was disappointed with Bing Chat. I thought that given the fact that it had the sources, it could have provided more a deeper response to the question. In terms of mitigation strategies, ChatGPT provided this, Bing Chat did not. I thought this was a big area of opportunity, a big win actually for ChatGPT and for project managers in general, is thinking about not only the risks but also potential mitigation. It just gets the ball rolling with the discussion with the team. In terms of response variety, I'd give it just a slight edge to Bing Chat just for providing some of the technical components. ChatGPT, I felt with some of the system-related questions, I was getting roughly the same answer back, not necessarily a bad thing, but I thought that Bing Chat provided a little bit better variety. In terms of data sources, ChatGPT doesn't disclose that in the answer. Bing Chat does. It does provide an opportunity for you to drill deeper into those specific areas. So in terms of the overall, I would say start with ChatGPT. I was very satisfied with the answers. I don't think that lacking the data sources is a big drawback. It certainly strengthens Bing Chat's position, but otherwise, ChatGPT provided a very solid response to all of the risk-related questions, and I could easily see this helping project teams jumpstart their risk management or the risk identification in the planning phase. With Bing Chat, try it out. There are different settings even within Bing Chat, so you'll get slightly different responses. Maybe that's another video to see the distinction between those three options within Bing Chat. But I wouldn't start here. I felt like the responses for ChatGPT were much stronger. However, if you've got more technical projects that you're doing, I think Bing Chat could potentially provide some additional options. So really my recommendation would be start with ChatGPT, also do Bing Chat for your project. You may get some different responses as well as source material so you could drill into risk mitigation strategies and other risk components more easily. Okay, so who should be using this? I think project coordinators or junior project managers could use these tools to help them think through the different elements of risk management. What are the mitigation strategies? What should we be looking out for? So I think there's an opportunity to help project coordinators develop risk management skills. Mid-level project managers who have some risk management experience, this can help them quickly get up to speed with the team and start identifying risks. For senior project managers, probably none of the responses would be new. However, it can help you hit the ground running. So it's really easy to put in the name of your project, the description of your project, or the objectives of your project. Of course, you want to care about sensitive data, but plug that in and it will help you be thinking about the key risks, especially if you've got to jump into a project quickly and hit the ground running. For consultants, I think this is a great tool to utilize, especially if you're working in an area that you're not familiar with. So I've worked in a healthcare environment, very challenging. There's a lot of things to consider. And a tool like this could help orient consultants in areas that they're not familiar with. It could also help with onboarding. You might be a seasoned project manager, but you're working in a new industry and you're less familiar with it. This could be a tool to help with onboarding as well. So thank you for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe to our channel, and leave a comment below. Are you using AI tools for project management? Let us know in the comments below, or if you've got a question, we'll respond. Thank you, and have a great day.